Welcome to the What Does My Child's Test Score Mean? A parent presentation presented to you by the Michigan Association of Secondary School Principals. The purpose of this presentation is to help parents better understand the state assessments, student score reports, and resources available for students and parents to use. Throughout this presentation, some specific terms will be used, and we want to help explain those before moving forward. First is college and career readiness, which are the skills needed to succeed in college or post-high school careers. Readiness skills aren't only content specific. They also include the ability to determine important information from content, problem solve, communicate, collaborate, and be self-directed. Here are more words and definitions we will use throughout this presentation. College Board, which is the organization that issues these tests, which are used by colleges for admissions and scholarships. The Scholastic Aptitude Test, better known as the SAT. This test assesses academic skills through 11th grade and is required by the state of Michigan. The PSAT is considered the pre-SAT and assesses students in grades 8, 9, and 10. The PSAT can also be administered in the fall of a student's junior year as part of the PSAT NMSQT, which stands for National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test, and can qualify students for special recognition and scholarships. Finally, Khan Academy, which is a resource used for online, personalized SAT practice. Since SAT assesses college readiness, it is used for college admissions across the nation. The assessment offers a systematic approach to testing each grade level, each year, while providing benchmarked scores. All of the PSAT assessments provide parents, students, and educators with valuable data that can be analyzed for the purpose of knowing where the students' gaps are in being college and career ready, and help to inform instruction in order to close those gaps. Currently in the state of Michigan, secondary students are required to be tested each spring from 8th grade through 11th grade. In the 2017-18 school year, 8th grade students will be assessed using the MSTEP test, although this will change to PSAT next year. 9th and 10th grade students take the PSAT and juniors take the SAT assessment. Some schools include additional assessments beyond the state requirements. For this slide, we will have a sample student score report. At first glance, this can be an intimidating document. College Board has done a nice job organizing and color-coding the information. Let's start by looking at the top of the report. The large number in the center of the report is the student's total test score. Below that is their percentage ranking. The percentage score shows what percent of students who took the same test from across the nation scored lower. On the left side is the score of the evidence-based reading and writing portion of the test, referred to as EBRW. Below that score is a number line that shows where this score ranks in order to be on track for college readiness. Red means the student is not on track, and green is on track. On the right side of the report is the score for math. Again, under the math score is the benchmark indicator line, which shows if the student is on track. The math and EBRW scores added together make the total score for a student. We will now move to the bottom half of the report. The test score section shows a breakdown of how many questions were answered correctly in each subject area. You will notice in this example, the yellow area indicates that a student's score is approaching the benchmark. Cross-section scores show how well a student performed on history, social studies, and science content that was embedded in other questions. For example, one of the reading passages might be a science researched article. Finally, on the bottom side of the page are the subscores, which offer a further breakdown of the important skills that are tested in each subject area. On the second page of the student report, test scores in reading, writing and language, and math are further explained by showing what the student is already likely to be able to do and what skills still need improvement. If your student took the PSAT in the fall of their 11th grade year, they took the NMSQT, which is a version of the PSAT that provides a National Merit Scholarship Score. This score is used to determine whether or not they qualified for the Merit Scholarship. It is important to know that even if a student's score qualified them, they won't actually receive the scholarship money unless they meet several other qualifying standards, including a financial need. On page 3 of the student score report is question level feedback, which has a breakdown of each test, test question, correct response, student answer, and difficulty level. On the bottom right is a key to help further explain the subscores and other markings from the feedback section. On the bottom left, an access code is provided for each student. This access code will be used by parents and students to attain further information and to access Khan Academy. Here is a breakdown of the scoring for the SAT tests. This is a nice visual representation of each subject area, skill, and how the test areas are aligned. The total SAT score is out of a possible 1,600. To get to that number, students add the two scores from EBRW and math, both ranging from 2 to 800. Analysis in history, social studies, and analysis in science represent cross-test scores that can be found in both EBRW and math sections. For example, science and social studies content can be embedded in a math or EBRW as a chart on cell production or as an essay on globalization. They represent an analysis of the content across the subjects. EBRW is composed of two tests, reading and writing and language. Math is one test, but divided into calculator and no calculator sections. The subscores show further areas of skills related to each test. The AP Potential Report is available only when students access their test report online. This indicator is used to show students' readiness to take a College Board Advanced Placement or AP class. Successful completion of an AP course can result in college credit. The AP Potential Report can show the various advanced placement courses the student would likely be successful in. It is recommended to check with the school counselor or principal to see which of the courses are offered at your school. The SAT suite of assessments are vertically aligned and graded on the same scale. The college readiness score expectation increases as students advance in the grade level, which is represented in the change from PSAT 8-9 to PSAT 10, then SAT in the bar graphs. College Board has identified benchmark scores for each SAT assessment. The benchmark score reflects that you have a 75% likelihood that you will earn at least a C grade in AP or college level courses. The benchmark in grades 8 through 10 are an indicator as to whether or not you will be ready to hit the college readiness benchmark on the SAT. This table shows the average total score in the state of Michigan on the 2017 SAT suite of assessments. It also indicates the average score on EBRW in math. You can compare your student score to the state averages. Average scores for your school can be found by visiting the My School Data website. So what do students and parents do with these scores? College Board has a free daily practice app that can be used on a mobile device and is web-based. The app provides students with an SAT question of the day. One of the additional features from this app is the ability to take 8 full-length practice tests, which can be completed on paper and then scored using the app technology. Another way for students to practice SAT skills is on Khan Academy, which is a web-based platform. Research has proven that students who use Khan to practice will see an improvement in their score. This site has a variety of free lessons, videos, and quizzes. Khan has partnered with College Board to deliver personalized SAT remediation based on a student score. Many schools across the country are utilizing this free resource within the school in order to improve student performance. Students can access and use Khan anywhere they can access the internet. Here is a screenshot of Khan Academy for students. Student test scores are connected in Khan Academy. Khan then assigns practice questions and lessons, tips and strategies, full tests and more based on the student's score. It is a personalized test prep. Students can even set up a practice schedule to help them prepare for test day. This screenshot shows how Khan recommends practice areas based on previous skill performance areas. Students get visual feedback on how well they are mastering certain areas. Here is an example of a question that is available from PSAT and SAT tests. These are found in the Daily Practice app as well as on Khan Academy. Parents can be part of Khan Academy as well. You can visit Khan Academy and register as a parent. This will give you access to monitor your students' progress. Why are scores important for college? Colleges utilize the SAT score as part of the admission process. Additionally, scholarships are often awarded based on a student's SAT score. College Board even makes searching for colleges easy with their Big Future College Search tool. When logged into their College Board account, students can search schools, learn about entrance standards based on their scores, school features, and other important information. Students can even add colleges to a saved list and find out if they are on track to attend that school based on their current scores. This is just another reason to make sure your child uses their College Board account so they can access all the available resources, including this one. Another way to help plan for college is to use the Michigan College Average Requirements Worksheet, which indicates the average entrance requirements for Michigan colleges, including the suggested GPA. In conclusion, there are many different things parents can do to help encourage and support their students' performance on the PSAT and SAT tests, including be aware of your child's score and benchmark performance so that you can identify strengths and weaknesses. Set the expectation that your child will use Khan Academy both during and outside of school. Knowing the testing dates and making sure your child is in attendance, fully rested, and have had a healthy breakfast on test day. For additional information about the SAT suite of assessments, please visit the College Board SAT help page at www.collegereadiness.collegeboard.org. You can also contact your principal or counselor for additional assistance in understanding your student's score. We hope that you have found this tutorial, created by MASSP, to be informative. You can visit the MASSP website at www.massp.org mymassp.com for links to additional SAT information and tools.